Good afternoon, honorable adjudicators and pristine viewers. On the motion in areas of persistently low academic achievement, this House believes that countries should have prioritized reforming the curriculum over built-up educational facilities. Allow me, Matthew Leonard, as the leader of opposition, to deliver my team's arguments that contradicts the government's team statements and arguments about this motion. Now, first of all, we do agree with some of the government's team statements, such as how there is a lack of equality on our country's curriculum, where one region has a more developed and well-rounded curriculum, while another region has an underdeveloped curriculum that can't even match the standard of education in our country. We also agree that there is a lack of numbers and quality of teachers and trainers in all across the regions, and in some regions that makes it hard for students to get academic achievements. And so it is also extremely hard for them to have the motivation to try and get academic achievements. So, throughout this debate, my team and I will convince you that the statements and arguments that are given by the government team are merely not thought through enough. First of all, me as the leader of opposition will explain to you, even though yes, equality of curriculum across all regions is important, but the curriculum wouldn't be able to get implemented correctly and effectively if that region doesn't have the facility required to implement the curriculum. And then second, my deputy leader of opposition will explain to you about how numbers and quality of teachers and trainers across all regions is important. But even the best teachers, the best trainers can work properly and effectively in a region that lacks proper facilities. So facilities are really important. And finally, my opposition whip will reassure you that prioritizing the curriculum and the teachers or trainers' quality and numbers over facilities is the wrong step to take, because it is simply impossible to have a good implementation of a good curriculum done by great teachers and trainers without the proper facilities it needs. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to explain to you how even if there is equality of curriculum across all regions, the curriculum is not going to be able to get implemented correctly and effectively without the right and proper facilities. Now, I know this is kind of hard to understand, so for you to understand better and easily, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to imagine with me. Let's imagine together an analogy. Let's imagine that there are two people with two cars with two different conditions. And these two people, they both goes to a gas station to get fuel for their cars. And on the gas station, they get the same kind of fuel with the same kind of quality. But their cars are different, so the usefulness of the good fuel is also different on those two cars. One person has a car with a good condition, it is really good, it is fast, and the engine is good. So when they put the fuel into the car is very useful and very fast. But the other person that has a car with a bad condition, when they put the good fuel into the good car, it doesn't make the car even better. And this analogy is the same with the curriculum. When a region with good facilities, with proper facilities, gets a good curriculum, the region will be able to implement the curriculum effectively and correctly with the facilities. And that will lead to that region improving their chances to achieve more academic achievements and to get their education way better. But when another region without the proper facilities, without good facilities, get the same good curriculum, the region wouldn't be able to implement the curriculum effectively and correctly. And at the end of the day, that good curriculum will just be a waste for that region, and that region wouldn't get any better. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, we should prioritize more on the facilities first rather than the curriculum. We should prioritize on the facilities first, because if we don't prioritize on the facilities first, the good curriculum that we have created with manpower, with time, with money would be wasted on a region that cannot implement it correctly and effectively because they doesn't have the right facilities. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is my arguments as the leader of opposition. There is still arguments from my deputy leader of opposition and my opposition whip. So please stick with us and let us reassure you that prioritizing the curriculum and the manpower rather than the facilities would be a huge mistake to make, and that would lead us to waste so many time, money, and talents. Thank you.